Water signs, there are good things ahead for you, both in terms of your finances and abundance, your career, and in terms of your relationships, love life, romance. And there's a third topic that I'm going to look at as well, so stay tuned. But in terms of your work, it looks like you're spoilt for choice this week or in the very near future. You have a lot of options, it seems, and a lot of options that will make you quite happy. And this is you kind of getting excited to gallop off and explore one or all of these new opportunities, and actually letting go of all the fears or self-limiting beliefs that might hold you back. There is nothing holding you back now. You are off and you are excited about something. There is good stuff coming in for you. And it may be that you need to have a bit of patience here or find a bit of balance somehow. So this card is very much about charging off into your glorious future, whereas this one just says, hang on, just let's make sure everything is kind of in line here. But if this has been a personal bugbear for you, it finally reaches resolution. So your career, your abundance, this feels like a new lease on life in a way. In terms of your relationship, again, you are heading for great stability here, but only if you can open up your thoughts and your beliefs. So before we take a closer look at all of this, let me look at the surprise topic for you this week. Well, for everybody this week, the topic is things to let go of. And here we are with the Three of Wands in reverse. So let go of pessimistic thinking about your future, of keeping things quite narrow and imagining that when your boats come in after all your hard work, they're going to be empty or full of rotten stuff. That's not going to happen. This is energy to let go of. Allow yourself to be swept away with positivity, optimism, broad horizons, hope for the best, expect the best. That is your message this week. It's kind of all self-contained in that one card. But let me pull one more. No, not even. That's it. That's what you need to let go of. Just negative expectations. And it can be based on past experience, or, things might be too good to be true. Allow yourself to delight in the good things that come to you, because there are good things coming to you. Look at this chocolate card with your career and your abundance. There is delight ahead for you. Sort of things going smoothly, something that will allow you to even splurge. It's a bit indulgent. It's very satisfying what is coming up in your career. And yeah, it does look like you have a lot to choose from. Let's go back now to your relationships. So your thinking might be getting the best of you this week. The King of Swords is mental energy, but it's upside down. So you might be like talking yourself into a negative state of mind. Or this could be an air sign person in your life who isn't really acting from a place of strength. They're not acting with integrity, or just they're not themselves, essentially. So that could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarian male, masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be. There could be a conversation here, might be even a painful conversation, but it seems to be to do with emotional and financial stability and abundance. In this sort of family setting, this is sort of generational wealth, or at the very least stability. It seems to be a topic of thought or conversation this week for some reason. But we've got travel quite heavily indicated here. So if you're not planning any travel, then broaden your horizons and be optimistic. This is very Sagittarian energy. Sagittarius rules long distance travel. Says luck is on your side, because Sagittarius is a very lucky sign. It's optimistic and it's full of bounty and it's enthusiastic, and it's about when you are planning your future, take a more open and optimistic view. This has come through for almost everyone this week. Be optimistic about your future, and remember, things to let go of is pessimism about the results and rewards that might be coming in towards you. When you're choosing a path or planning your overseas travel, it really is going to it's going to feel luxurious. There's a lot of ease here with the wind in your sails kind of propelling you on, just without you having to do anything. So this is your emotional life. This is either very well aspected for romance while traveling, or, as I say, it's all about opening up your horizons and being way more positive about what is coming into view for you. So don't be held back by your negative thoughts in relationships. Yeah, these cards here speak to the fact that you have done a lot of inner work and you are now radiating at a different frequency. And with the keep trying card, that indicates that past efforts ending in failure are no prediction of your future. So this card is the reward for trying new things, and there will be one thing that you do that you actually now have done, I think, and it is going to bring in these beautiful rewards. The thing will finally work, and you will have opened up the magic door and stepped through this portal. So this is entering a new timeline of joy and abundance, and even though you might have suffered a lot of setbacks to get here, they are not going to stick with you. And that is what you need to let go of, this sort of negative expectation of all of your past experiences lingering like a bad smell. They will not, because you have just sort of become more radiant. You are the phoenix rising. So the old you, the different ones that experienced different failures, that is all gone now. So don't let that cloud your optimism. All right, let's look more at the work front. Yes, there is joy and happiness and ease and fun indicated here with the Sun card. This could be something that comes from an old friend. It could be an old job coming back around. There's some nostalgia here. You might go back to a talent that you'd kind of forgotten about. There is just a warm feeling here related to things from the past in your workspace. And so it is about letting go of these fears. Don't keep yourself trapped in this prison, because remember, you actually have freed yourself. So it's about acknowledging that in terms of your career. This card was the first one out. It's you are no longer in this prison. So don't put yourself back there with your fears just because you believe that things can't change. Things can change. You are the phoenix. And I'm mixing up both piles now because they're both saying the same thing. You've tried and tried and tried lots of different ways, and this one has worked. You have entered a new timeline, if you'd like to call it that. You have entered a new prosperous, luckier era in relationships as well as your career and abundance. All right, let's go again to the relationships and just see if there is more information that wants to come out. 10 of Wands in reverse. Your days of carrying your burdens alone are over. That is gone. The trouble, the toil, the work that you put in is over. The hard part is done. So it is time to let down your defenses. The 7 of Wands. It's it's now about relaxing and not seeing everything or everyone as a threat. The world has changed. Everything is different now. So it is time to really embrace the future with a different vibe, with a more optimistic vibe. You can trust it. That's what this is saying. Things have changed for you. Oh my God, well done. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards to finish up. See beyond the past. The past is no indication of the future. That has come out in so many different ways in this spread. You deserve to be optimistic because you have tried different methods, and this one is the one that has worked. You've kind of done all of the work. You can now put down the burdens, and you are the radiant phoenix now. You've been through the fire and you're coming out now as the radiant phoenix bird from the ashes. You've done it. So don't keep yourself in the ashtray. Well, this is a beautiful one for relationships especially, but also your internal relationship with yourself. Mother Rose, and I'm pulling this on Mother's Day, returning to each other, compassion and humanity, and returning to yourself as an entire individual and nurturing, the ability to nurture yourself. That is a really beautiful card. But in terms of romance or relationship, you could really be calling in your significant other, if not this week, in the very near future. So there is a lot of healing energy in this kind of card. I'm feeling with the compassion and the humanity there. It is acceptance, and there's a sense of breathing out. There's a sense of peace with this card that I'm getting. So I hope that helps you, my darlings. If you'd like your own personal reading, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. But meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.